So we've got our needle threaded. The thread is doubled. Both cut ends are pulled through the needle eye, and we have a loop at the opposite end. Position your button where you want it on the right side of your garment or the object you're sewing the button to, and bring your needle up through one of the holes, but don't pull the thread all the way through. Just pull it about halfway through and go down in the opposite hole. Then on the wrong side, you want to pull your needle through, and you'll have a little loop left with your thread. Put your needle through that loop and then pull it taut. And that prevents having to put a knot on the back side of your button. So now you're going to go back through the hole that you went through the first time and bring your thread up and pull it taut. Now this is the place where we want to avoid that rookie mistake of having too tight of a button. Once a button falls off, you think, well, I'll just sew it on really tight and that way I won't have to worry about it falling off. But if you do that, you'll have a hard time getting your fabric to go across the buttonhole, and you'll have a hard time buttoning and unbuttoning your shirt or pants or whatever you're doing. So put a pin in underneath that first stitch, and the tension of the thread should hold it in place. And then go back down on the opposite side, and just keep that pin in place while you sew your button on. And I would say a good 5 or 6 stitches will hold a 2-hole button in place because you have your thread doubled. So go up and down. If you had a 4-hole button, you could go up and down in parallel lines, or you could go in an X, either way, whatever you prefer. But once you get 5 or 6 stitches on that, leave the pin in place and go back to the wrong side, and then you're going to just put your needle under a few of those stitches that you've already made, and again, without pulling it all the way tight, you'll have that little loop created. Put your needle back through that loop, and that's how we're going to knot off the thread on the back, so you don't have to worry about getting it tight. And just repeat that a second time. So pull it till you get that little loop, go through both those threads and pull it tight. Then you're ready to clip off the thread, go back to the front, pull your pin out. You've got a little bit of wiggle room there, which will help you be able to slide the fabric of the buttonhole over top, and your button is secure.